What's going on, everybody? This your boy, the Black Kakashi here, the silent gamer of YouTube. And I've come to bring a topic discussion about video games and what the media is trying to say about video games being violent. First of all, that is complete and utter bullshit. It seems like with every mass shooting or anything that anything terrible happens, they always try to blame video games instead of the real problem, which is, mental health. Because there's this might be an exaggeration number, but there's at least either over a billion, or over a million, or at least obviously a million, but almost a billion people in the world that plays video games. Video games, to most people, some people and most people, is something you do to escape from reality, or escape from real world things. Some people see it as a job. Video game creators, esports dudes, e-league players. Some people see it as a career, but they also have a passion with it too. Except for EA, because all they care about is the money. But it's a sidetrack. Some people see it as a balance in their life. So if you take that away, basically they'll just be, I don't want to say crazy or anything, but basically they won't be who they are. I've been fighting this battle since high school with the whole video games and media bullshit, because it's been around even longer before I was born. When did Mortal Kombat come out? The very first one? It probably came out before or after I was born. But yeah, this battle has been going on for a long time. Instead of, the real problem, which is mental health and mental awareness. It's people, I've been gaming, I'm 24 now. I've been gaming for over a decade. I've been playing violent games since I was young. Or I've watched people play violent games. And you don't see me shooting up any schools. You don't see me shooting up any post office, Walmarts, Best Buys, etc. It's because it's not real. We don't see it as a reality. We don't see it as that. We see it as fictional. We don't see... Okay, take GTA for example. You kill people, you bang strippers, run them over and get your money back, shoot out with the cops, run from the cops, enter a cheat code, and like that, it's gone. The cops are gone. You think somebody's gonna actually do that in real life? Shoot at cops, run away, and then just disappear, and the cops just disappear? No. I don't want to sound racist or anything, when it's just pure facts that most of these shootings are white people. White people only do this. Anybody can shoot up a Walmart or a Best Buy. Hell, you even hear it in rap songs. But they don't really do it because it's fictional. It's a fictional thing, not a reality. We don't see these things as reality. We only see them as fictional. And we won't actually do the damn shit. It's just so annoying that the media always tries to blame video games. It really makes absolutely no sense that they try to blame video games for everything. Bombing, video games. School shooting, video games. Any kind of shooting or any kind of thing that involves a terrorist act, it involves video games or mentions video games. And every time the media tries to go for it, it's a simple fail, because they know it's not true. They know it's complete utter bullshit. They know they're just pulling something out of their ass. They are just avoiding the simple truth that some people are just fucked up in the head. Some people just need help. Mental health. They are ignoring the pure facts. They just want to blame something that's extremely popular and just want to avoid the truth. Like real talk. Like if video games wasn't around, they'd probably blame music. Like let's keep it a buck. Either that or movies. Let's just keep it a buck. They don't want to accept the truth. I mean, we black people, we get shot. We get shot for anything. We get shot for anything. Do you see them blaming anything else besides racism? Do you see them blaming video games? Do you see them blaming movies, TV shows, rap songs in general, anything? No. It's just pure facts. We are a threat. We are a threat when they are the bigger threat. White people are like the biggest threat in America. It's been pure facts ever since Christopher Columbus. It's been stated since that. So why do we need to be targeted? Why are we targeted? Because we're a threat? Because they see that we can take over this planet? That we, like, they copy us? They want to be us, but they don't want to be us? Just like what Paul Mooney said, everybody wants to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga. I'm going off topic, discussing, talking about that. But you know, video games mean a lot to people, and you're trying to like target that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if they even try to do anything to video games, they're basically, that's like, I don't want to say World War III, but that's like a territory you don't want to get into, because as I mentioned before, video games is a means to escape from your real world problems. It's the same thing that goes for movies and TV shows and books and, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, it's a passion to people. Some people have been doing this for over a decade. Like 10, 20, 30 years. 10, 20, 30 years. And you're trying to say that. And you're trying to say that's the reason for school shootings and bombings and any kind of shooting at all, anything that resembles a terrorist attack instead of mental health is complete utter bull. It makes no fucking sense. Like it all comes back to mental health and where you're raised. Like, okay, if you don't have any good parents, if you don't have good parents or any resemblance of love and compassion, or, you know, parents teaching you what's right, what's wrong, what's real, what's not, consequences, actions and consequences, all of that other kind of stuff, and you'll basically be fucked up in the head, and you won't be able to, you know, recuperate. I don't even want to say that fucking word. You won't be able to process and analyze the things that go on in this world, the things that go on in life. I might be low-key just rambling on some bullshit. I might probably just saying some shit. But, you know, the point is, video games is not the problem. Mental health is. Like video games, like an average gamer has at least like 90% of their games is mostly violent games. Shooters, fighting. Shooters and fighters, first person shooters and everything. Like, see me, I have a variety of everything. I have shooters, fighters, RPGs, hack and slashes, horror, open world games, even childlike games like Mario and Mario games, Zelda games, etc. Even friendly games. You don't see me doing anything crazy. Like, I remember the day after the shooting, one of my coworkers was talking about how I don't want to say she agreed with the whole video games thing, but she was trying to blame it on video games because that's what the media did. The media blamed it on video games when really it's mental health, and the motherfucker's a racist and a piece of shit and deserves to die, or at least get life in jail, death sentence. But she said that she was trying to blame it on the video games. I was just like, I was like, no. I was just shaking my head. I was like, no, that is 100% not true. But everybody at my job knows I'm a gamer too. There's another person there that's a gamer too. She's a gamer too. But they see me. I'm perfect. You don't see me shooting up no schools, no Walmarts, no Best Buys, or nothing. You don't see me doing shit like that because they know I'm a good person. I was raised right, and I'm surrounded by love and care and all that other stuff, support, all that other shit. And so they don't see me doing that. They won't see me. They couldn't see me doing something like that. So the media needs to just get over that and try to put the blame on something else when they should put the blame on the real problem. Because you put blame on things that has absolutely nothing to do with it. Like Mortal Kombat has been at war with the media for years, to the point where they just said fuck it and gave up on it, because all they're doing is they're profiting from it. Like the media tries to target Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat sales just skyrocket every time. Like every time, the bloodier they get, the more money they make, because that's what made their franchise big. Like not the story, not the characters. Well now story, characters, fighting, stuff like that. But what set it apart was what made it big was the fact that it was gory, it was bloody. People's heads getting ripped off, bodies getting split in half. All the blood and fatalities, brutalities, fatalities, all that other shit. Like that's what made it popular. Like that's why with every Mortal Kombat game, the fatalities get worse and worse. Like I ain't even gonna front. Like the Mortal Kombat fatalities this year, I really wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't really rocking with them like that. Like it was so bloody and gory that I didn't say I want to stay away from the game, but I appreciate the creative fatalities a lot more than just the ones that are just straight up brutal and gory and all that other shit. Like Johnny Cage's fatality, I like his fatality because it's like multiple takes. I appreciate the creative ones and not just the gory ones. But back to the topic, video games. Video games. It means a lot. It means a lot to a lot of people. It really does. It's like hold on. Side note. Video game. Okay, with the video game thing. If you was not gaming during peak gaming era, which was the PS3 and the PS4, then you would not. Okay, let's say people of this generation, the gamers of this generation, if they were around during the 2005-2006 era, I guarantee you that a lot more shootings probably would have happened, or a lot of, I don't want to say suicides, but a lot of bad things probably would have happened because of that. Because if you cannot survive Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 during its prime, you would not have survived. You really would not have survived in gaming today. Because that's where kings and gods were made. That's where people became god tier, and became tougher. It's just like when niggas roast you at school. Like that's not just to fuck with you. I mean, it's to fuck with you, but it's to make you stronger. It's to make you tougher with negativity, and plus to clap back at them eventually when they eventually clap back at them. But it's to make you stronger. So blaming it on video game, like that whole thing right there, that was a mental battle right there. That was a mental battle, it was a physical and mental battle, and people survived it. And you don't see them shooting up schools. You don't see us doing that shit because, well, you know, we older now. I don't know how old that dude was that shot up. Well, obviously he was old enough to go drive freaking 9 hours, however far it was, 8-9 hours to go shoot up a Walmart And you want to say that's video games? You want to blame that on video games? Oh man. Remember Modern Warfare 2 with the whole no Russian thing? Like, see, to me, like, the media was making a whole big deal out of it. But to be honest, it really wasn't a big deal to me. They tried to do the same thing in Modern Warfare 3 with that whole gas thing. Like, it's fictional. It is not reality. It is fictional. Like, when I first played it, this was when Modern Warfare 2 first came out, which was like 08, 09. I was in like high school. I think I was in high school. It was either high school or 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade, whatever year it came out. I'm 24. Y'all do the math. During the no Russian part, I shot the people. I ain't gonna lie. I shot them all. But I wasn't thinking of it logically. I wasn't thinking like, oh man, if I do this, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna be sentenced to life in prison. I am not gonna see the light of day again. I saw it as fictional because it is fictional. I mean, it's a real world thing that could happen. That could happen if somebody was really crazy enough. They can actually do some shit like that. But that's not the point. The point is, it's fictional. And, you know, I'm in deep cover. If I just don't do anything, they'll know I'm a traitor. But in the end, they still shoot you anyway because they already know that you're an undercover. And then they blame it on, and then you start the war. Blah, 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 blah. But overall, the video games is not the problem. Okay, this is something off topic, but okay, let's say for instance you got a superpower. You're already kind of on edge, you're kind of bad or whatever, and you get a superpower. It's not gonna change you. It's just gonna amplify what you already are. So if somebody with mental health, let's say it is on video games, and the person has mental health, like very bad mental health, and you give that person a video game, it's not gonna change who that person is. It's just gonna amplify it. So if they was already thinking about shooting up a school, and they get into like a year before they get the thought of shooting up a school, they're like 50% there. They get video games. They get shooters. They get FPS games, and it just elevates it more. It's not gonna change them. It's just gonna amplify it. So even if it was on video games, it's the person's fault. It's the family's fault, or whoever was close to the person's fault, to not notice the mental awareness, to get them the help that they need, so that they won't reach that level of committing mass murder or domestic terrorism, stuff like that. It as I've said, help. I said help. Mental health and help is the key factors that the person needs. Like they're not gonna touch gun control. They're never gonna touch guns, as long as the is it the Third Amendment, the Second Amendment? Yeah, the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. As long as the Second Amendment's around, I'm sorry if it's the wrong amendment. If it's the wrong amendment, I apologize. But the right to bear arms, as long as that's around, they are never going to get rid of it. They are never going to touch any gun control. That crap has been around since 1776. That's like over. It's a very long time. That law's been around for years. And what's law is law, I guess. But they're not gonna touch guns. And even if they did try to touch it, like I remember the Chris Brown sketch on the comedy stand-up, Chris Rock. He was talking about guns, gun control, and the bullets. Like, if you want to control guns and stop all of the mass shootings and innocent bystanders from getting shot, price up the bullets, $5,000 per bullet, so when that person shoots that person, it's like, man, he must have really pissed him off to waste $5,000 on a bullet. Simple as that. But even if they did that, black market people that already sell shit illegally, they can make a killer profit because, one, they'll have the money to buy the shit, and two, all they gotta do is just lower the price to like $100. And you know how many people are gonna be buying guns from that person or the sellers? Almost half the planet. So even if they did do that, they just find somebody else to just find a way to renege it. Okay, just like the prohibition. What happened during that? They made the use of alcohol illegal to sell, and what happened? Al Capone and them boys, they sold that shit right in front of their face. They made it underground, and they made a killing. And now look at the world now. Alcohol is legal. Come on. You mean it's you think after the prohibition era that they wouldn't find a way to lower to get past that law? Come on. Get them out of here. Come on. This is America we're talking about here. This is America. Discovered by Christopher Columbus when it was already inhabited by us and Native Americans. And how did we get treated? Genocide and slavery. Come on. You think they gonna touch guns? You think they gonna touch guns? That's how America became America today, through guns. Come on. But video games, it's very popular. It's a very popular thing. So it only makes sense that the media tries to target that. Go for the thing that's most popular, which is gaming. Anybody can make a profit from gaming. Years ago, you would not see the gaming shit that is going on right now. E-League, is it a 12-year-old that won the Fortnite E-League championship, and he got like what, $3 billion, like a billion or something like that, and then the person in second place got like a million or something like that. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. And all the E-League stuff, the Gears of War, Mortal Kombat, any popular fighting game, Evo, fighting game tournaments, Counter Strikes, not Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, stuff like that. All of that is being used as gaming profit. Like, people are getting an opportunity to play, to make money off of what they love doing. So you try to take away that, it's simple. You fucking up the money, baby. Who said that rhyme? You fucking up the money, baby. That's simply what you're doing. You're fucking with somebody's money. And when you play with somebody's money, you are reaching a whole new level of you're crossing a very dangerous line. Like all these people, they try to like you mess with somebody's money, you're gonna wake up a beast that you do not want to wake up. Which is why it's stupid to even. It's why it's stupid that even Trump tried to say something about gaming. Nigga, you need to worry about your hair. You need to worry about that fake wig, fake toupee you got on your head, good boy. Just stay in your lane. You ain't got nothing to do with gaming. Just stay in your lane. Like, nobody worrying about you, bruh. Like nobody worrying about you. Just stay in your lane and leave us gamers alone. Like don't even talk to us. But you know, it's simple as that. Gaming is everything to people. It might not mean anything to you, but it means a lot to some people. And it's just pure blank. It's just simple. Gaming means a lot to a lot of people in this world. It's like one of the one things. Like if you talk to an average person, they game. They game. Either working game, like almost every single person in a relationship, they have somebody that's gaming. Like it's like that's how powerful gaming is in this era, in this world today. Like 1 out of 10 people, no, not even 1 out of 10, but about 80% of people game. I don't even want to say 80. I want to say 99.9% of people game. Like I know people that don't game, but I know a lot of people that do game. Like it's not even like it's not even a joke. You go okay. For example, make a list of how many people you know that game, and make a list of how many people you know that don't game. And I guarantee you that the list of people who game is a lot longer than the list of people who don't game. Like the amount of people I know that game. I'm starting to stutter. The amount of people that I know that games is way more on my fingers than I can count. It would probably take like multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu level to count how many people I know that play games. And it would probably take like about people who don't game, I don't know, about maybe like 10, 20 clones. When, you know, for people who do game, it probably take about 50 50 to 100. But yeah, man, I don't know, should I wrap this up now? I mean, it's going on. It's been going on for 30 minutes, but almost 30 minutes at least. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So, you know, as to conclude, fuck the media for trying to even target gaming. Fuck anybody that tries to say video game is the reason for mass shootings and bombings and all that other bullshit, when it's really just mental health, mental awareness. Mental awareness is like one of the main things that go on with any person on this planet. Depression, anxiety, social anxiety, anything going on in this world, mental health has something to do with it. Whether it could be good mental health or bad mental health. Mental health is real. It's real. I mean, even me, I go through depression. Not like suicidal depression or anything like that. It's just more like a if I don't take a type of chance type of depression, like a doubt type of depression. Like man, I should have shot my shot at this girl. Like, man, why did I cower? Why did I chicken out or some shit like that? I should have shot my shot. You know, even like type of depression, like letting someone down type of depression, or like I'm not at the level that I want to be type of depression. You know, that type of depression. So, you know, even the happiest people go through depression. So you know, it's that simple. Depression, the mental health is real. If video games is not the problem, any type of media is not the problem. It all starts with the brain. It all starts with your mind. If you're not feeding your mind right, if you're not feeding your mind the things that it needs, or you're not surrounded by the things that needs it to strengthen you and make you better and not worse, then you're basically gonna sink down low. You're gonna be mentally unstable, and you're and one bad day away from shootings and bombings and domestic terrorism, all of that shit. So, yeah, man, that's all I gotta say, man. If you like what you saw, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.